So I go up. I'm fucking devastated. Patrice, had passed away. My friend, and this is my crew. You know what I mean? And I'm up there. We're waiting. You couldn't go and see him. You had to get like permission. I finally up there waiting. I think like a half hour.
No, this is a different thing, Mom.
Oh, what was the other thing?
You can tell that one.
I'm going to tell this one. That was the
made me
first
happy.
one. That was the first one. First stroke. So all of a sudden they wheel him out. He's like this. And I went, oh no. And he went, I'm just joking, motherfucker. I was like, the life of a stand-up comedian is crazy. You're going nonstop. You stand up until dawn. You're dreaming about comedy. And then you wake up thinking about comedy. But running yourself into the ground will never work. It doesn't. You need to make sure you're getting a good night's sleep when you can. And that goes for anybody, not just comics. That's where Ghostbed can help. Ghostbed mattresses are designed with a premium materials and patented cooling features so you sleep better, cooler, and more comfortable from the moment your fat head hits the pillow. So take advantage of free shipping, 101-night mattress sleep trial, and financing starting at $35 a month. Most orders ship within 24 hours, so you can start sleeping better this week. Listeners get 40% off all products site-wide. You get 40% off a mattress, adjustable base, and bedding accessories, or 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD for 40% off site-wide. Limited time only. Yeah, baby, we're starting the podcast right now. We're back. You know what, dude? Live. Welcome, everybody, to the show. YKWD. I started a social media and podcasting. The fact. The YKWD podcast.
YKWD's back again.
Old school, back in the day, where it all started, before them all.
YKWD.
This podcast is so fun and crazy. It has no rules.
Shut up. You're ruining this.
Where's the bandana, man?
Sorry, it's a comedy podcast. This isn't NPR.
That's what this podcast does.
Is there any better show? This is the original. What's up, everybody? Robert Kelly. You know what, dude? Podcast back in the house. I'm sitting on the opposite side. I don't know, because my autistic fucking producers bullied me and said some shit and fabricated lies. I'm 100% sure I did not say what they said, but I can't fight them because they're younger than me. I'm old and I forget shit. So at this point in my life, I don't yell anymore. I wind up where I wind up and I accept it because you can't hit them. They're like children. You can't hit your producers anymore. So anyways, we've got a special YKWD. I'm excited. I've been friends with this guy for a little bit now. We've actually done shows together. Roy Wood Jr. in the house. We have another special guest coming in.
He's not that special.
That's true. He's not. I'm going to say a guest. He's not. He's a guest.
I'll tell him to his face, by the way. I'm not talking shit behind his back.
Oh, no. Well, I'll say it to his face, too.
Okay.
He's special. No, he is special as far as handicapped or.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like
he definitely gets to park close.
Yeah, he could park close.
Yeah.
He can get on the bus or on the plane before anybody else.
Yeah, he's the guy holding up the city bus.
He can zip through security anywhere.
He's the reason you're late. 'Cause that bus has to fucking come down.
like when someone puts a bike on the front. Isn't it the worst? Do you remember where are you from originally?
I'm from Alabama. I'm from Birmingham. I used to be a bike on the front guy when I was in Tallahassee for college.
Really?
Yeah, riding that bike around hot ass Florida. That bus come by, that was like a fucking rescue chopper.
So you had to get on. You were the guy who stopped. They had to hook it up to the front.
Yeah.
And then you got on, and everybody's like, "This mother."
Yeah, and they hate you.
Just take the
They
bike.
hate you.
What'd you have? 5 more minutes left of the bike ride?
Give or take, but I've been riding that bitch all day, bro. I rode like 14 miles a day in Tallahassee.
Yeah, but that's what bikes are for.
Okay, I mean, yeah, that's a fucking fair point.
Bug a bunch of old people with AC. You're gonna lose the AC because you don't want to do the last 10 minutes.
How dare you motherfucker?
Keith Robinson, number 1, 2. I said, you know Keith Robinson? You said yes, and you said he gave you a lot of advice when you were a young buck. I hope you didn't take any of that advice. I hope that was the second part of that story.
You know why Keith Robinson is bona fide though? Keith Robinson,
because he was born in 1902.
Well, that as well. Survived every plague.
He was
he
Civil War.
Like Keith Robinson was legend because he's always
He was
the
a
guy.
Tuskegee Airman.
Yeah, he was a guy. He was a guy from Philly. He was the comic from Philly who kept telling Kevin Hart to keep coming to New York. Kev wasn't even coming to New York on the red. It was Keith Robinson. So it's like, oh, maybe he'll mentor me. So like all the black comics, we like hover around Keith, and Keith would just fucking one by one. You ain't shit. Your jokes ain't shit.
Yeah.
You need to, and you go home and try and fix your jokes.
Yeah,
because
and
you
you
wanted
did.
Keith to be happy.
And it's too bad you guys never recorded what he said and played it back to him, because then you guys all passed him.
He gave everybody advice but himself.
He gave great advice to everybody and didn't listen to any of it.
You know, comedy's full of those Yodas like that, though, where their journey, maybe your journey is. You ever watch roller derby? And it's that one motherfucker whose job is to slingshot the other motherfucker forward.
Yeah.
So that's Keith Robinson.
Craziest analogy that made sense I've ever heard. Fucking
It's just the guy who just goes, here, grab my hand, and I'll sling you across the fucking roller rink.
First of all, FYI, it's not guys anymore. It's all chicks.
Oh.
Yeah, guys don't do roller derby anymore.
You know what? That's because I follow that Super 70 sports account, and they just show just random sports from when men were men, and it's just no helmets, and it's just guys in flowing afros just bashing the shit. 6'8" tall bitches just fucking bashing the shit out of
You remember hockey had no helmets? They were slapping a puck around, fighting each other, and had sticks. They had no helmets were optional.
And sports medicine was dog dick back then too.
I know.
So you weren't getting any type of
it was like a
real
cold,
rehab.
It was a cold rag.
Like dentistry.
Yeah.
You lose a tooth back then. There was no, veneer and we'll drill in a crown cover. It was just, you don't have a tooth, my man.
No, you had teeth made of gum every night and you spit them out and got new ones the next day. All hockey players back in the day had no teeth. That's got to be the roughest sport. I mean, football's tough, right?
Yeah, I never played football. I played baseball and soccer growing up.
Soccer.
I like baseball. I like baseball because it was very much a get the fuck away from me type sport. I don't like motherfuckers all up on me.
What?
Hey, get the fuck out my face, man.
You want to be in left field just chilling?
Yeah, first base, unless somebody's on first base, I ain't talking to nobody. Like, baseball is like, do your job, but over there. And I'll throw it to you.
So you're just anti-social sports.
Yeah, what it was, we moved to Birmingham from Memphis when I was in the 3rd grade. And so it's gang territory on the west side, it's gangster disciples. So most everybody who played football, like by the time I got to middle school, when I first started trying to play football, most everybody that was good was gang affiliated. So if I make a good play on you, then I'm in trouble with the fucking disciples for the next week and a half. So if you tackle this man, you have to really think about what kind of week do you want.
You want to get your mother robbed.
Yeah.
Your sister sexually assaulted.
Get whatever. Like, it was very much it didn't just stay on the field. It followed you home. Like the rivalry, the competitiveness of football. That shit was just too much, man.
That sucks.
I'm just a new kid trying to make fucking friends, bro.
Is that why you switched to soccer? There's no gangs in soccer. There's never been a Crip.
Shit. It was no black people in soccer back in those days. It wasn't all this interracial fucking black people fuck with soccer shit. Now, this is Birmingham in '89, bitch. It was.
I mean,
we were a black team because we were a black school, and we had one fucking dude, this one Mexican named Marvin Martinez.
He taught all you guys how to play.
That motherfucker.
It was like a bobsled team with John Candy in Jamaica.
You ever watch Little League Baseball and it's that one kid that looks 20, but they swear he's 13?
Yeah. And
that motherfucker's just a man amongst boys. That was Marvin Martinez.
Every Dominican in every Little League team that won a championship?
Dude, we would play those white schools.
Yeah.
And fucking Marvin was fucking
just
smoke him by himself. Just get him the ball and get out the way on some Steph Curry with his feet shit. And like that was fun. Like soccer was fun. And it was also soccer is also spread out.
Yeah.
Create distance from the ball.
Yeah. I liked baseball when I was a kid because you could chill out in left field, but I didn't have ADHD back then. My kid has ADHD. The only thing he's taken to lacrosse, goalie, and jiu-jitsu because somebody's trying to choke him out the whole time.
That's fair.
But baseball, I look out. I hear the coach yelling one day, Maximus. I'm like, where's my kid? He's in the stands with all the baseballs.
Wow.
He took a Sharpie from home. He was signing the balls and handing them to people. Not even his team, the other team's parents, signing balls.
Guts. Guts. That sounds like some shit Deion Sanders did at Florida State.
Ah, shit. Here we go.
There we go. Keith Robinson in the building.
Look at Danny. Just let him in. Stop treating him like that.
Yeah, Keith Robinson.
Keith
in there.
Robinson, the mentor of many, the king of none.
I liked baseball, though. I still do. Like, I watch it with my boy. My boy doesn't really fuck with it that hard, but chess and baseball, I say if you figure out if you understand those two activities, you understand life.
Well, my boys started playing chess. We used to play chess here at the Cellar. That's where I learned chess, here at the Cellar around maybe 15, 20 years ago. And I learned it playing this piece of shit right here, who used to heckle you and talk about raping your queen while you're playing chess.
Why, Keith?
Could you put the microphone up to him, you piece of shit?
Oh, man, I don't like this guy already.
I know.
I play,
What?
well, when Roy said,
Help him with the headphones, Dan.
when Roy said, man, I feel like I'm a special needs kid. There we go.
Yeah.
When Roy said, when you understand chess,
Yeah.
you understand life.
Yeah.
You know who plays chess the most?
Prison people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers in prison.
You're saying that what he said was absolutely wrong.
So you're saying I'm setting up my child chess to prison pipeline?
He set him up to be a shot caller.
Nah, baseball is about, it's still chess in terms of guessing where the pitcher's going to put the ball and making him think you think where he's going to put the ball. Like just those mind games, but also knowing your next move before you do it. Baseball is literally a game of just knowing what you're going to do before you get the ball. And that's life. To me, that's life in a nutshell. It's just
baseball.
always thinking ahead.
Yeah. I love baseball.
What's next?
I love baseball. Going to a baseball game, my favorite.
Yeah.
Bob, let me say this, man.
Here it comes.
he-
I mean, we have
This
right. First of all, I just want to say I'm sorry. That's all I'm saying to you. I'm excited you're here.
This is what these podcasts do, though. They fucking book you. They don't tell you who the other guests can be.
I fucked up.
And then you show up and you're like, fuck this nigga. I gotta fucking sit with fucking Keith.
I love Roy, but you know,
He's the OG.
I'm calling bullshit on Bob.
Why? I just said
You don't like sports.
I love
Stop
sports. Keith, I played more sports than you.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
That means you're a spectator. I actually played
What did you
sports.
play?
Baseball, basketball, football.
All organized. This is all organized.
At what
Organized.
level?
Okay.
At what level?
At Pop Warner Little League.
Little league when he was 5.
What did you play?
Wrestled.
Yeah, but you wrestled your
Really?
wife.
Yeah.
You wrestled the keys out of her hand.
No.
I'm fine, motherfucker. I'm driving home.
Where do you do that, like in Philadelphia, like just on the black side of town, like just wrestling? Like,
No wrestling. Yeah, they had a wrestling team.
Yeah, where was it?
In
At the
junior
park
high.
in the summer?
A school called Orton Reed.
Yeah.
Junior high.
Okay.
I wrestled. The fireman carry and all that. That's why I had wrote a joke about because I would use like TV wrestling moves and
So you would show up to traditional wrestling and then try and put a motherfucker in the figure 4 leg lock.
Yes.
And they go, hey, that's not legal.
What? Yeah.
You showed up with black powder when in the guy's face.
Well, yeah, I would do a lot. I said, this is not that
So
wrestling.
you wrestle, what else? You hoop?
I'm playing basketball.
Not organized.
Nobody played professional.
What?
Not
you played
organized.
Like YMCA? I played YMCA till like 6th grade. What it was with basketball, I was the smallest kid in the neighborhood. So I just
How tall are
got
you
tired
now?
of I'm 6'2" now, but at
Jesus
the time
Christ.
I was like fucking 5'3" or some shit. So
He's 5'8".
I never I don't know. Everybody in the neighborhood was taller than me. It was never fun.
Yeah.
I had no interest in becoming Spud Webb, Muggsy Bogues.
I played basketball all the time as a kid. I played a lot of basketball.
Bob, you're lying.
I am not.
Show me a picture of you playing
First of all, let me
basketball.
tell you something. When I was in juvie hall, that's the only thing we played.
Now he's in
When I was
hall.
in juvie hall, that's all we played was basketball.
Oh my God.
What are you talking about? Dude, they used to call me Hoops Kelly. Hoops Kelly. They used to sing this song. Hoops
There was-
Kelly's coming our way.
Nobody-
Hoops Kelly, better stay away. He makes the shots from the outside and
shit.
the in. All of a sudden, he does a spin. He's around you.
What
And the
hell?
ball goes down. Whew, there it's in. Hoops Kelly.
How-
This was a musical
Yeah, that,
Yeah, it was a gay basketball league that was in
in
juvenile.
juvie.
Yeah, it was
A gay juvie basketball.
gay juvie basketball.
nah, man.
Nah, I don't know, basketball I was just always okay with. It just was never, I just never loved it.
Yeah.
You know, it just, even now, like I watch it casually. Like I'll go with my son. Like I enjoy it. Like, you know, it's a good time. And I know both of y'all are going to call bullshit on me. WNBA games.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
I'm
Bullshit.
telling you.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
Actually,
I'm not even
do me a
showing
favor.
up. I'm not
Hang
even,
on one second. Get out. Fuck out of here. Take you
I
and your
didn't
fame
say-
and
here's
beat
the
it.
thing.
I'm gonna sit with this old
You
guy.
know what the fucking problem is? Let me talk to both you niggas. The problem is that the moment somebody says, I enjoy the WNBA, what y'all hear is, it's better than the men. And that's not what I said.
No, what we hear
It's
is
a perfectly
I
fine athletic
like men.
competition.
I'm not better than the men. I like men. That's what I hear.
Go to a Liberty game, bro. 20,000 motherfuckers.
How many?
I've been
20,000 motherfuckers be
How many
deep.
does it seat?
I don't know. It might not be 20,000, but it's a lot.
Dude, it's not even now 1,500. I
What,
guarantee
Barclays?
it.
No, they play at
Dude,
Barclays.
I sell more tickets at the Liberty Center than the WNBA.
No, they play, the New York Liberty play at Barclays.
Fine.
Which
I
I don't
guarantee
know if they do 20.
I guarantee I'll sell more tickets than them.
It's a good time.
You
I'm
know
telling
what?
you.
Why is it a good
You
time?
motherfuckers are the same ones who'll say WNBA ain't exciting, but then when the Olympics come on every 4 years to show some fuck shit you ain't never heard of before, you be fucking glued to the TV.
I never watched.
Watching
fuck
fucking
shit.
curling
I love
and
fuck shit.
archery, fucking biathlon. When do you give a fuck about a bitch skiing and shooting?
You know why? And I do when it has a flag on her chest.
No.
God bless America.
Okay, so
I'll fucking do what's the thing with the thing?
curling with the little broom
You put
shit.
an American flag, I'll watch you bake cookies.
Bullshit. No,
I love America.
no, not me. Like when I seen the first, I think it was the first black fencer. I watched fencing.
Okay, this is, what do
Yeah,
you mean?
and learned it. Just like niggas in golf. We didn't care about golf before
Yeah.
Tiger.
Isn't that a new show on HBO?
What?
Niggas
Niggas in golf?
You want us to say it for you, fucking asshole.
Yeah, I can't say it.
The
You know, I
spider
guess
strike go along much longer. They gonna start green lighting some shit like that. It's gonna be a lot of interesting reality shows.
They're gonna do
Things
the.
in golf.
What about
That's the shit.
what about archery? Do that one.
Yeah,
What's that one?
yeah. Like James Davis, this comic out of LA, he had a show on Comedy Central that was literally that. It was called Hood Adjacent, and it was a black dude doing not so black shit, but showing that there's black people in those things. I can't even think of all the episodes, but like literally would go and just do
Right.
out the box type shit like archery or fucking,
Right.
I don't know, what's the horse shit? When you-
Horseshoes?
No, when you race them. You,
Cornhole.
No, you jump the horse over.
Oh, dirt
Equestrian.
biking.
Equestrian.
And not question.
Equestrian.
Equestrian, yeah.
You-
Dirt biking.
1 second. 1 second. You did this, so I thought dirt biking. He said equestrian, and you said it right after him. Like,
Didn't know.
you didn't know either. Hey, you've never said the word equestrian. You thought it was a question. You thought you were saying it's a question.
Equestrian?
You didn't fucking know.
Got a question.
Fuck you, Keith.
Let me
You
show
don't
you
get
how
to jump
dumb
on
Bob
the,
is.
You're not jumping on the equestrian
Oh, no.
bandwagon. He knew. He did the dinner at the fucking White House. You did fucking Uncle
Wait a
Vince.
minute. He said the thing with the horse. The horse.
I didn't hear horse.
Me with the horses. Dirt
He
bikes.
did this.
Dirt bikes.
I didn't hear horses. If I
Oh my God.
if I heard horses, I wouldn't have said
He's
dirt
as
bike.
dumb as a dirty tube.
First of all, I love games, and I just wanted to play the game. I jumped in too quick before I heard the rules. Okay, he was like, "What's the thing?" And I
He
just wanted.
said, no, he didn't. He said, what's the thing? He said, the thing with horses.
How about this? There's a guy. I mean, You guys.
Okay.
And when I say that, I mean black dudes.
Oh shit.
You guys, what? What I say? What?
Start going with the shit.
I'm saying, like, even now in tennis, there's a black dude. There's a couple black dudes that are fucking killing it.
Francis Tiafoe.
Yes, and it's
from
but
Maryland.
tennis has always been this. You know, they have tradition and blah blah blah. These guys are slapping their rackets off the judges' thing, going "fuck it."
But they
They're
haven't
they're
won.
screaming and laughing. Huh?
The black dudes have not won.
Black women have fucking murdered it.
The black two women, Venus
Yeah.
and
Hang
Serena.
on now. We're gonna put some respect on Sloane Stevens and Naomi Osaka
Yep.
is half black.
Yep.
They've won I don't think Sloane's won a major yet,
she
but
won-
Osaka has won a major.
Right.
Sloane has won a major,
Okay,
and Osaka won 2 or 3.
correct.
But
So-
when you go to Venus won 8, Serena
Won 'em all.
23.
Yeah. Serena's outrageous.
23. Yeah.
And
But-
now she's the best ever, right? One of the best tennis players ever.
Yes.
But you don't get Sloane or Osaka without Venus and Serena and them whooping ass. And then
100%.
Osaka watching them whoop ass and then going, fuck it. Let
Yeah.
me go out here to the juvie fucking,
Yeah. Let me go where the net is made of hay.
let me go across the street from the gay juvie basketball game and fucking serve a ball or two. There's a couple black men, but like tennis though as a whole with Americans ain't been like dominating the sport. Like that's a
No.
sport that we don't even really, American men.
Man, that's what I'm
Well, we
saying.
had
Man.
Agassi, we had Sampras, we had Connors, we had
Roddick was the last of the,
Who?
Andy Roddick was probably the last of the
Andy Roddick
American-
was killing it.
It was
We had
not
a lot of
killing.
American men that were kicking it for a
They
while.
were competitive enough. Like that's what the fuck else you want from them?
But I'm,
You got a black dude unranked at Wimbledon who just beat some ranked.
Why am I
motherfucker.
sticking up for the black guy?
Wait a
No, I'm
minute.
His
not.
name? Let me find that.
Bob doesn't
We have
know.
producers. We have producers.
Yeah, find
They
black
have-
dude
they're-
upset Wimbledon.
Yeah. And then delete that off the search so we don't get in trouble.
You said the nigga that.
It's gonna have a bunch of black guys getting kicked out of Wimbledon.
It's a picture of Richard Williams just mean mugging. I can just watch any sport, so that's where I am. Like if it's competitive and I know that someone's going to lose,
Yeah.
I watch it. There's a fucking channel where they just show, I forget what network it is, but it's called Simulation Football League. And it's just fucking some fake ass Madden game and a guy doing play-by-play of video football.
That's crazy.
It started during COVID when there was no football. And I started watching it and now I still watch it. Yeah, Christopher Eubanks. He's from Atlanta. That's the black guy.
Yeah, the guy's killing it right now.
Yeah.
And the sponsors are up his ass.
Yeah.
And he was ranked 200, I think, a year ago.
But see, that's the beauty of America, though, is that all you have to do is be kind of good.
Yep. Keith
And
knows
that's
about
enough.
Keith knows about that.
Oh wow!
Keith knows about that. Talk about it, man. Look, that's your camera right there.
All you have to do is have a stroke and be kind of good.
And that's it. In America, you can have you can have an apartment on the
You know
second
what?
floor in
Let me say
Woodbridge,
this.
New Jersey.
Let me say this. My first stroke didn't get me nothing,
Nothing.
so I had to have another one.
Yeah.
To
Make it serious.
Hey guys,
This guy's stroking.
There's 2.
Yeah.
Yo, there's I'll watch anything, bro. I don't give a fuck.
I can't watch anything.
I watch Kids Chopped because I know one of them's going home.
You watch the fun. I can't watch it.
Competition shows? Oh my God.
You know what I watched the other day? I take that back. You know what I watched that I'm addicted to? Is It Cake?
My son.
Is it cake?
We had
It's-
to stop. We
What?
had to, we took Netflix off his fucking tablet.
Why?
Because he would keep watching that shit and Floor's Lava.
Yeah, Floor's Lava's going.
How old is
Look, he was 5 at the time. Too young to be guessing if shit is cake. Count
You know-
some shit. Go get the fuck out.
You never saw Is
Go
It
outside.
Cake?
No.
They make stuff like a shoe or a pocketbook or a bowling ball,
Yeah.
and you have to guess, is it cake or is it real?
Yeah.
And it's so good. A lot of the times you're like, that's real. And they're like, nope, it's cake. And they cut into it. I get it. I'm
But it
addicted to
looks literally like the real life item that is inedible.
What channel?
It's on Netflix.
It's Netflix.
Horse
They
shit
just
on.
make cakes look like real life inanimate objects.
When are you? Can I ask you a serious question about Netflix? When are you doing your special? And what the fuck's going on with you?
Oh,
I'm going to say this, and this is a compliment, and it annoys me. I don't know if you've seen his new hour
No.
that he's been working on for the last couple of years.
for a year.
For a couple of years.
1 year.
He can't count because of the stroke. So, yeah, for a year. So, he can't. I don't think you can hear that really either. So, it's a couple of years. And
Bob, is that you?
anyways, killing it, dude.
Yeah.
It's one of the funniest specials
And
that
so-
I've actually sit through and saw and seen. And he's murdering. When is it being done?
I'm working it out.
What? It's done.
But no, it's not. I got to put more.
It's
Well-
never gonna be done though.
Yeah.
I know.
And-
but I know
and-
what I got to put in it. You ever know something?
Yeah.
Like you're baking something, you know what ingredient is missing.
Yeah, it just need to stay in there just a couple
Yeah,
more minutes.
no more minutes.
Okay, listen. Get it done.
Who are you?
I'm just saying, the clock's ticking. All right, you got 2 strokes. Let's get it in the can so we have.
I'll get it again.
Yeah, the last thing we want to see is yeah. We're gonna culminate a bunch of clips from the Pussycat just to make your hour.
Yeah.
This is what
I like
the special would have been.
I
We're
like
gonna- what they did with Norm Macdonald.
Yeah,
Oh.
Norm was on Zoom.
Did you see
He was
that?
telling jokes on Zoom.
What did you think of that?
Oh wow.
Because you can, as a comedian,
I want
you can
I want
imagine-
your answer, not corporate Roy Wood Jr. answer.
I would have rather seen him live.
Thank you. That's all I'm going to ask you.
I'd have rather seen it live.
So I'm not going to ask you to expand on it because I know you have a career.
No, but I'm not gonna shit on it.
But I'm going to
I
ask
just-
him, what did you think? And be honest. Me and him
Thumbs
down.
down.
Yep.
Do you think specials like in the hour sense still matter?
No.
In terms of impactfulness.
I'll tell you this.
They can,
I think Keith will.
but I
I think
can.
Keith will.
Yeah.
I think Keith will because it's really funny. I think there's certain people's, I'll be honest, mine that I just did on louisck.com.
Bling.
For me, the fact that we did it the way we did it, we built the set. I had a thing in my brain. We paid for it. We charged for it. We put it on his website and we paid for it and made money off of it. I think that was one of the last times. I think I was one of the last people to do that at my level. I
Mhm.
think, of course, Chappelle can do what he wants. Those Burr, blah, blah, blah. But at my level, getting a special on a Netflix or Comedy Central, wherever, and making a bunch of money off of it and getting exposure from it, I think those days are dead.
I think that if a comic had 50 to 100K to shoot their own shit, you would be better off taking 5K and just shooting a couple of club sets
Mhm.
on a decent camera with a live mic and chopping them hoes into 90-second joints and putting them out on a regular basis. And I think you would reach as many people as
You might, but look
There's
at
your
man, I
album.
put clips out, and when the algorithm or the fucking, they say it's not a person, but I really believe it's a
the
Hay-haired-
service have changed.
it's a hay-haired white girl that hates me from high school that is fucking with my algorithm. It's somebody that doesn't like me. I put a clip out, get 1 million views, and then you put another clip out, now you get fucking 10.
yeah.
And I don't know what that is. How do you go from 1 million to 5,000?
Somebody told me something that fucked me up about Facebook and Instagram in terms of like paying to like boost your posts. And I have no clue if this is true. I've tried to do research on social media metrics and shit so I can, be educated on it.
Sure.
But the shit changes so often.
Right.
But they were saying that you fuck yourself by paying to boost your clip because now they know that you're willing to pay.
Ugh.
So now anytime you don't pay, you
Ugh.
don't let that clip perform as good as the one you paid for.
God damn, they got me.
So that you'll go, fuck it, I gotta pay again. And then that's how they get you hooked.
How
on
about
the
this?
dope.
When I pay, I get nothing either. I mean, I pay and they go, we still ain't giving you shit.
Yeah, we showed it to everybody. No one
Wait a
touched
minute.
it.
Let us see the
Impressions.
joke.
No one was impressed.
Let us see
No.
the jokes
What?
that you're talking about. Let us see the jokes.
You want to see one?
He said,
Yeah,
"It's
let's see the
joke that's
jokes that
funny."
you talk
I'll
about.
play one right now.
No,
I
you don't
will
have
let
to do
you
that.
know.
I have no fear. I'll let the. If you
All
want,
you have to do is
we go.
be.
Here we go. I'm gonna play one right now. Roy, ready? I'll play the sound. Ready?
Why are you proving yourself to?
Bag of Hershey's Kisses. Oh my God! I saw the bag and I got excited because I thought she was like, "Fun, let's have snacks, let's treat it out." Oh, it was awesome because I love Hershey's Kisses.
There you go.
What the? Paul.
That's the reason. And one all.
Paul. What the fuck? Verzi.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm fucking doing. I told you I'm in the middle of a podcast.
You live on the air now?
Yeah, I told you I'm starting the podcast right when I hung up on you last time. I'm in the middle of a bit using my phone, and you're calling me back. This better be vitally important. What is it?
Listen, I'll be at CB Live in Phoenix, July 22nd and 23rd.
Fucking ass.
Ah, Paul.
You saved me from that bit too. I got a couple questions for you.
Fire off.
You just did the correspondence dinner.
Yeah.
I thought I was led to believe no more comics a couple years
Under
ago.
Trump, yeah.
It was no more comics.
Under Trump.
Why Trump?
Oh, wait. No, you're right. You're right.
No, it wasn't under Trump.
The Correspondents Association, they decide.
They decided no more
Yeah.
comedians. After, I think, Michelle, right?
Yeah, Wolf pissed them off. And then I think they had an author the next year.
Yeah.
And then it was COVID. I think COVID, Trevor Noah and me.
Right.
So, I don't know. Maybe after COVID, they just were all in there laughing, kumbaya mood, and
Right.
backside of George Floyd. And they were like, let's get a black one, but, let's get one we know, Trevor.
And then they were like, yeah.
And they were like, let's get another black one. Let's go a little blacker. Let's
I have
go
a question.
American black.
Do you think we could go real black and get Keith to do it? Philly black?
Wanda Sykes did it.
Wanda did it.
City Entertainer did it, and that's St. Louis black. Like that's fucking middle America black.
But it said anybody with entertainer on the end of the name, it's not that dangerous.
Okay, fair.
It's like,
But neither am I. Like I wasn't going up there like Wolf or like Hassan Minaj. Like
Did
I
they
wasn't
tell you?
like-
Did they tell you?
No.
What they say you
Here's the
could do?
wild thing, bro. Like they're nervous that you're gonna go as hard as Hassan or Wolf, but they never asked to see the script. I've been scrutinized more by a Tuesday college gig than the White House Correspondents Association.
Because they probably secretly wanted you to go.
A little,
They wanted you to do it because
they
they
don't
know
know.
that's what gets them press.
but they don't. But they don't want you to go so far that they. But that's what the streets want you to do.
They want
The
you.
streets want you to go in there and just dunk on every motherfucker in the room. which
Yeah.
I kind of, sort of, I don't know, maybe it was just all glance and blows, but that's, my stand-up isn't dunk on every motherfucker in the
Right.
room anyway.
Right.
I don't know. I didn't feel like I need to go in there and be something I'm not.
Yeah.
So I talk about the issues. I dabbled a little bit in people. I fuck with people on both sides. The first
Well-
joke was at Biden.
What was it?
He walked away from the podium. I walked up to the podium and I said, Mr. President, you left some classified documents up here. And I handed him some papers I planted
That's funny.
during sound check.
That's great.
And that this is before I even said hello to the audience.
You should have went like those. Oh, these aren't yours. These are Trump's. I'm sorry.
See, I should have hired you to
You should
fucking
have.
detect.
Fuck it. I mean, I can just punch shit up a little bit.
They didn't fuck with me, bro.
That's great. Now,
Like-
were you nervous as shit though?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's the good part of comedy, right? Like
Yeah.
that's the part that keeps you honest.
Yeah.
Is like, oh shit,
I'm gonna bomb.
this is gonna go
This
terrible.
could go, it could go bad.
Yeah, and the worst kind of bad. It's like one of the last few live performances, like in this cable unplugged era. It's one of the last few live things that's not an award show that everybody's gonna see. If not that night, then in parts. Then the story is how you bomb.
With how separate we are right now in the country, I think you did an excellent job for like making sure black folks like, all right, he's good.
That's all you
That's
need.
that's
What he's saying, Bobby, is that there's no
I know.
time
Yeah. Okay.
in the African American community.
Yeah.
Should I myself, as an African American, do anything that misrepresents or belittles or defiles my African American community?
Got it. Okay. I agree with that.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thanks for
Even though, it's still gonna be some hardcore black folks that's gonna go, you go up there and you in there with the Democrat and that goddamn president,
Yes.
that motherfucker, fuck you, nigga. You one of them. You balk.
You're a sheep.
Yeah, you're a sheep. Yeah. So I mean, but that's heckling. Like that's all in the game. Like that
Yeah.
shit doesn't. But the best thing that fucking ever happened to me, bro, was doing
Meeting
Last
me?
Comic Standing. Aside from that,
Oh.
was doing Last Comic Standing in 2010. It was like one of the early days of live tweeting.
Yeah.
And contractually, we had to every Monday night live tweet under the hashtag or whatever it was at the time. So you're following the hashtag on Twitter and then you're just replying to the shit you want to reply to.
Right.
But you have to do it because NBC has some watchdog fucker that's making sure you do the shit. The problem with that hashtag is that the compliments and the insults are all in the same fucking
thing.
stream.
Yeah.
So every Monday night for 2 months, you just read the worst shit
Ugh.
about yourself. And you can't not interact
Ugh.
because it's contractual.
Yeah.
So after like 3-4 weeks, you notice that everything is the insults repeat themselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, same insult, new person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all you had to say about me? Okay, cool. And then I can go ahead and go about
It's very interesting you say that because I've just lost a ton of weight and the insults are still fat jokes. And the things are still, I had somebody do a fat joke and they go, I know you lost weight, but fuck you. You'll always be fat to me. And I was like, dude, I just lost 100 pounds. I feel fantastic. But if you want to call me King Kong Bundy, all right, that's the only photo you have on your phone. And you know what else is terrible? The first time I did an Ask Me Anything on Reddit.
Oh yeah, those are fucking dice roll.
Dude, I knew it was going to be bad. And it was just for laughs. They're like, hey, we're going to do an Ask. And this girl is so Canadian and pleasant. I was like, hey, you know that I've done like the Opie and Anthony show. And this is
Run
not
with Louis.
This is
what
not
year
gonna
is
go.
this?
This is like 5-6 years ago.
Okay, so so then you're peak Louis bullshit too. Like you're fuck.
It
bro.
went, I was heavy and I saw her face change. She was, at the beginning, it was like, oh, huh. And then it was like whale photo after whale photo after whale photo, just calling me a fucking hippo. And then it was just fat. And she was like, she literally went like this, maybe we should stop this. And I was like, I fucking told you. They don't
Wait a
want.
minute.
Yeah.
Did it hurt your feelings?
I'm talking about it today.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 years later.
Yeah.
The only correspondence dinner joke insult that made me laugh that like I almost replied to. I like every now and then you get a hate message. You go,
Yeah.
Ooh, I want to reply.
Yeah.
So during the dinner, I give a shout out to my mom and I tie it into local journalism, whatever. It's like a warm moment. My mama's there. Mama, I love you. You supported me when I wasn't shit. And now I'm up here and I love you, mama. And one motherfucker on Facebook, and they sent me the message. It wasn't like some in the comments of the post about the dinner. They met. I want to know you saw this shit.
That's the worst.
One sentence. Your mama ugly. It wasn't about Trump. It wasn't about me pushing the gay agenda. It wasn't about gun control. It wasn't about Ron DeSantis. How dare you defend Kamala after everything she's done to prosecute black men in the prison pipeline? It was just, out of everything you said, bro, your mama's ugly.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
And it fucking got me. I don't like.
Did they cut to your mom?
Yeah. So he saw her. So he fucking saw her. Nigga sends me a message that night. Sends me a message. Your mama's ugly. And I fucking spent 3 days going down a rabbit hole of this dude's Facebook. And trying to find, I was going to do a roast of all of his dead relatives. And And I found like pictures of like just people he's mourned over the years on his timeline. And I was just going to roast that person and then but leave it all personal. Keep it in the DMs. I was never going to go public. I'm not going to this is between you and me. And just halfway through it, I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing? Like you're in the middle of like collecting the pictures of dead people of a stranger. And then you look over at your child and he's just happy watching Is It Cake? And you're like, maybe I should just fucking go over there.
Stop it. Yeah.
And just fucking be a father.
Dude, I had a guy send me some like really hateful shit back in the day. Fat. Just called me, said I hope you're gonna die and grab your chest.
Yeah.
So I went through his social media. I found a picture of his wife who was fat. And I took the fattest picture I ever could find of her, and they had a fat kid. And I took the picture of the fat wife and the fat kid, and I just put it in the DM. And I went, "Hey, bro, what's this?" And he wrote back, "I'm sorry, man. I shouldn't have done that." Like, yeah, you fat wife and you fat kid.
You know, I've been fucking with people for a long while.
Yeah, we know. I'm friends with you for a long time.
No, and I'm saying it's like through life, maybe two things I got felt like I shouldn't have did that.
Yeah.
And that's in school, this girl named Tammy. I ain't gonna say her last name, but I fucked with her so much and so bad. Like one day I was in church, and I'm in church, you know, I'm grown now. But this girl is somebody's kicked my chair. It was Tammy. And at that age, I affected her so much.
That she was
She's in church. Yeah. You motherfucker. I'm like, what
Still
the
mad.
fuck? Yeah.
in church.
Yes. Like that.
Even God couldn't take away her anger.
Yeah.
Yes, it was just like, and one more thing I did the Bob. And I thought about it when I did it, but it felt so good doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whatever.
I was in the hospital.
It was the worst.
In the hospital.
Can I tell it?
Go
Can I
ahead.
please tell it?
Go ahead.
What?
After his first stroke.
No, my second stroke.
Was it your second? No, it was your first one.
Shit. Now, don't tell. I'll tell it. You don't even remember it.
Oh, it was your second one. Oh, it was the second one. I got it.
All right.
So I go up. I'm fucking devastated. Patrice, had passed away. My friend, and this is my crew. You know what I mean? And I'm up there. We're waiting. You couldn't go and see him. You had to get like permission. I finally up there waiting. I think like a half hour.
No, this is a different thing, Bob.
Oh, what was the other thing?
You can tell that one.
I'm gonna tell this one. That was the
made me
first
happy.
one. That was the first one. First
Yeah.
stroke. So all of a sudden they wheel him out. He's like this. And I went, "Oh no!" And he went, "I'm just joking, motherfucker." I was like, "You're the worst human being in the world. Who the fuck?" First of all, the only way you can do that joke, you have to have a stroke.
Number one.
Number one, and you get one shot.
You
at
got to be in a wheelchair.
You have to be in a wheelchair.
So after you had the stroke, did you go
So-
back to Tammy to show her that like her prayers
Yeah.
do work?
Yeah, you prayed about this.
It wasn't Tammy. It wasn't Tammy. It was all of us. It was SD, me, Colin.
No,
What'd I do at the second stroke?
no, the second stroke.
Yeah.
My speech therapist is in the room with me. I'm in the hospital. And he said, you got to learn to do repetition.
This one sucked.
I'm like, yeah. You have something, you say it, and let it go over and over again.
I called him on the phone.
No, I called.
You
I
called
said-
me, yes.
I said, I got it. Let me call my friend Bob. And then dumb Bob answers the phone. I'm like laying in the bed. Don't know whether I'm going to live or die. But this is it. I'm like, Bob's a fat fuck. Bob's a fat fuck. Bob's a fat fuck. She said, very good.
Just angry.
I go, what
For
the
no reason.
Now his second stroke, I remember this. And then I go, what the fuck are you saying that for? He goes, I need to work on my speech.
He could have sent a voice memo. Why were you involved?
And then he kept going, Bob's a fat fuck. Bob's a fat fuck, and I couldn't hang up because he needed the help. Today's episode is brought to you by GhostBed. A great night's sleep is important to anybody, not just comedians. GhostBed makes premium mattresses at an affordable price, all designed for cooler and more comfortable sleep. Take advantage of a free and fast shipping, their 101-night mattress trial, and financing starting at just $35 a month. You heard me. You can get a brand new mattress for as low as $35 a month. Listeners get 40% off all products site-wide. You can get 40% off mattresses, adjustable bases, and bedding accessories, or get 50% off when you bundle a mattress with an adjustable base. Use promo code YKWD at ghostbed.com/YKWD for 40% off site-wide, limited time only. All right, listen.
No.
I got I know you got a heart out.
I feel like we haven't talked about shit, but we talked about everything.
We talked about everything.
is
Now,
fucking great.
I want to. Are you getting the Daily Show or what?
Dude, I do not know.
Come on.
No, I'm not even bullshitting. The economics
should
of
get
it. The economics.
What's
of
the economics
TV,
of it?
TV's changed, bro.
Yeah, it is.
Now,
These networks
Comedy
are
Central doesn't have a network anymore.
They have a channel.
They
There's
still
a channel.
have a channel. What is
Yes,
on
we
it?
have programs.
What?
South Park and we get us.
What?
The Daily Show.
Yeah,
and,
2.
Oh
That's not a channel.
no, Beavis and Butthead got moved to Paramount Plus.
Who owns? Well, was it MTV owns it? Viacom.
Yeah, Viacom, Paramount.
So Viacom. Okay, so
Yeah.
here.
I believe the bigger question is what the fuck will late night look like after the strike, and if that's anything anybody wants to be involved with.
Because of the writers aren't going to get what they want.
I'm not even being on some political shit. No, it fucking costs a lot. When you start paying the writers more, you got to trim, bro. They're trimming. ESPN laid a shit ton of motherfuckers off, bro. And to me, that's the first real sign that something's off, because sports is the cheapest fucking shit in terms of a studio show. They lose money. They're in the hole because they pay all the money for the rights to carry the games.
Right.
So that's where they lose all of their fucking money. So the sports shows are so fucking bare bones. And you telling me you can't make it with these motherfuckers? You got to cut them? Like when you look at Corden, James Corden, this is all public shit.
Okay.
Corden's show was losing about 15 million a year. It was 15 million in the hole in terms of what it cost to make for the year versus the ad revenue that they brought in.
Mm-hmm.
Corden steps down. Paramount Viacom is going to do a reboot of At Midnight in that slot at 12:30. So that's way cheaper than Corden. There's no band. You need a smaller studio. You don't have to pay comedians nearly as much if you make the show about the topics and not the host. You don't have to pay the host whatever the fuck James Corden was getting.
Yeah.
So that's cutting corn. Like, that's a cheaper product. So if the Daily Show is on 4 or 5 nights a week, the same as Corden, at some point you got to do the math. So you got to figure out a way to do late night cheaper. And what the fuck that looks like, I don't think anybody's ever sat down yet and really figured that out.
Well,
I'm working on it. I got my ideas, but like this,
I got an idea.
Whatever the fuck y'all thought late night was before the strike, that shit is done.
How about this? We don't call it the Daily Show. Ready?
Uh-oh.
The Weekly Show.
They did that with Trevor two years ago.
Shit.
Yeah.
How about this?
Show.
How about this? The Bi-Monthly Show with Roy Wood Jr.
That
and Keith Robinson.
That might be what it
Now,
is.
here's the thing.
What?
Isn't Gutfield
Gutfeld is number 1.
number 1?
Gutfeld's number 1.
Yeah, number 1 at night. Yeah, beats everybody.
Yeah, Gutfeld's like what, 2 million, 2.5, somewhere in there.
Well, sometimes he was getting 11.
He's cleaning up.
He was getting 11 million at some
He's
point.
not getting it.
I don't think he's getting that now.
He's
but
not getting 11 million.
he did a little for a couple.
Nobody's getting it. Fucking NBA playoff game.
I get 11
15.
million on this podcast. So
Okay.
say what you need. Where are you going to be?
Like, I just think that, like, just getting the show, it's like, I don't know, man. Like, the more I look at the economics of late night, we need an idea that's going to be more fiscally sound than what's being done. And I think people ignoring that shit, they're ignoring that what happened with Corden is just Corden leaving, and it's a creative difference. There's going to be a full economic shift. Bro, they taking actors off of fucking shows and demoting them to recurring. It's like going, like, if your job, the only thing way I can explain to somebody who doesn't know entertainment, if your job had 5 managers, and then and then the boss came in and go, okay, we're only gonna carry 2 managers. And the other 3 managers are now demoted to assistant managers. But you still do the same shit as a manager. Like that's so that we can pay you less. So they're cutting corners in all of these different facets of entertainment. Late night is the cheapest, so it's going to get hit the hardest because it's the one people give the least fuck about.
But wait a second, though.
Because the ratings are the lowest.
Yeah, but don't you think it's all right? So here's the thing: don't you think it's late night's fault for going corny? They went corny. They stopped doing what they stopped, and
Wait a
there's
minute,
two.
what do
and
you
there's
mean
two-
by corny?
I mean, dude, they
It's
didn't.
too left.
It's too left.
It's too left.
It's too left. It's not getting everybody, and then you lose half the people. When back in the day, a Letterman or a Tonight Show with Carson, it got everybody.
Okay.
It made fun of everybody, right?
Yes. But now we're in a situation where not just late night, but entertainment as a whole became more bubble. Our show is about this cause and the thing that we give a fuck about. So I'm only going to watch and support things that are in alignment with all of the things I give a fuck about. So you can't have, at this point right now, it would be nice if there was a turn. You can't have a centrist show that properly takes jabs at both sides,
Well,
that's why the Correspondents' Dinner for me was so important, because I went to walk up there first joke and fucking slap Biden in the face with a joke to show that we have to kind of try to be on both sides.
Jon
of that
Stewart.
shit, bro.
I think Jon Stewart did that.
Yeah, John did.
Jon did it. I don't think Trevor did it.
The country wasn't as divided under John.
And
as it
Trevor was
under
from
Trevor.
another country. That's a hard thing for people. You have a daily show talking about politics in this country. A lot of people that I would hear bitch were like, dude, that guy's not even from here.
Okay. So
And John Oliver gets the same shit.
Correct.
Right?
But John Oliver comes baptized under Jon Stewart during his time at The Daily Show, so he's not treated as much as an outsider as Trevor is in the eyes of the American TV consumer.
But he still gets a lot of shit because there's a guy up there with an accent telling Americans you suck.
Okay. But to me, the bigger issue is that if late night wrote itself into a hole where we're only going to write jokes for this group of Americans, and when Gutfeld goes, we're only going to write jokes for this group, because Gutfeld isn't centrist. By and large, it's a right-wing show.
100%.
It's funny. They have fucking good jokes, but they not trying to fucking be in the middle of the road half the time. They was quiet as fuck on that.
So why are they getting viewers?
So, well, I would say number one, though, less competition in the marketplace for right-wing humor outside of whatever's going on YouTube. It's a lot of stuff on YouTube that would be as strong if it was on linear, like say like a Trey Crowder or somebody like that, where if you put that on against Gutfeld, but you would need another whole ass right-wing network that has some weight, that has ads, and Fox is the biggest dick in the room right now. So everybody's writing to a bubble. So you already have a show that's not even for the whole country. So your ratings can't sustain the budget.
But if you took over
the cost that it takes to run a fucking show, be it Gutfeld or fucking Seth Meyers or whoever, the money is the same.
Let me ask this. With what's going on, like the right is way to the right now. It's hard for me to look at the right and go, they're right. I got in
the left too.
Like with who?
What?
So, but then
what's too much?
Come on.
The thing.
What? I mean, really? Give me what's too much.
Well, the fact that I'll tell you, the fact that Jimmy Fallon had Trump on, or said, and then he got blackballed and he got bitched into doing, like, you can't even go out of it. You can't even go out of the.
Correct.
You should be able to have Trump on, make fun of him, let him say what he wants, have Biden on. Like they used to have everybody on those shows.
But the country wasn't as vocal, and I don't know if that's a byproduct of social media. People may have had it. Okay.
It's a byproduct of a very small community of social media that seem larger and scare the shit out of people.
Here's my issue, though, man. When we start talking about comedy and fucking late night, comedians want this autonomy to be both-sided without recognizing that the network only cares about fucking ratings, and outrage is bad for advertising and business. And all I care about is selling fucking beer. I just want beer commercials on.
As long as it's not to trans people.
Yeah, that beer we're not going to carry because so every network, no network wants to be put in a position to choose a side on the thing.
Right.
So if you put Trump on and I interview Trump, then it's like when Trevor had Tommy Lahren on and people go, well, don't give her an audience. Don't talk to her. You shouldn't. How could you? And Trevor is just, hey, man, I'm not from here. I'm trying to see what's going on both sides. It was just what the conversation should fucking be. But if the network, somebody, if they wanted to, they could have called down at 5 o'clock at rehearsal and been like, yeah, Tommy ain't coming on. Tell fucking, I don't know, tell Jake Tapper, see if he can come down and sub in for Tommy Lahren. Because it's bad for advertising. That's all the networks care about. They care about money and a bottom line.
Can I say something? I think Bill Maher right now is knocking it out of the park.
Okay.
I think Bill Maher, who is a liberal, who is left, is knocking it out of the park because he's coming down with common sense things. I think a lot of people on both sides, because he's not a right-wing conservative, and the things that he's saying is making sense to everybody. Bill Maher to me is like a red Democrat, if that makes sense. I do. I know what that is. That's an old Democrat. Yeah. That's my mother. That's my grandmother, my grandfather. They're Democrats. Yeah. Oliver, like, back when a Democrat could get his dick sucked in the Oval Office wasn't a big thing. Oliver calls out Democrats in some of the segments, but, you know, his show is more deep dives. I'd say Bill Maher probably has the most centrist political satire program that's out there. Like, there are weeks where the liberals are mad and there are weeks where the Republicans are mad. That's the way it should be. Okay, but he's also grandfathered in. What do you mean? Bill Maher been cooking like that for almost 30 years on television. You don't think a guy like you could come in there where you're at and take over the show and say, we're going to do things differently? Yeah. We're going to funny is funny. I'm not having left wing. If you're funny, you write jokes, we're making fun of everybody. You don't think that show would pop off? Yeah, but it's 2 hurdles. Number one, I need a network that is going to stand tall with me in the eyes of the criticism that's going to come out the gate off some of the people that I choose to have on the show in the spirit of like conversation and humor. Way worse than y'all. Oh, sure. I could get y'all through, but some of your friends, you know. The issue number one is that. Second issue is getting conservatives to trust that I'll do right by the conversation and then not turn into a dunk session. I was trying, when I guest hosted The Daily Show, my guest host week, they let you choose who you want to go at to try and get on the show. I tried to get Nikki Haley, and I think I can get this one at some point in life, Kay Ivey, the governor of Alabama. And so both of those Republican women passed a lot of laws, got a lot of people. But even with like Kay Ivey, I didn't even want to rap about the shit everybody was mad about. I wanted to talk about it from a place of what are the things in Alabama that everybody gets wrong. Because, you know, I defend the South like a motherfucker. And I hate the fact that people perceive us one way because of one little thing. So let me talk to this one lady who passes laws that help promote the misdirect on all of the other shit that's happening in the state. Mm-hmm. But I've got to get Nikki fucking Haley to trust that when she comes on this program, that it's going to be a level conversation. But Bill Maher don't have that problem. Don't. But it's always funny too. But I have a 7-year track record that leans far more left than centrist in terms of the jokes I've done and the segments I've done. Sure. So that's why the correspondence dinner was, for me, it was very important. It was almost in a way of trying to show on some, not even rebrand isn't the word, but it's like, I also can do this. I don't always get to do that over there at the Daily Show, but also I do this. Right. Like that was the goal, but. So the correspondence dinner worked out for you in a great way. I mean, I don't fucking know. We're in the middle of a fucking strike, so I can't fucking sell a show or pitch an idea. But people's response to it was great. There was no.
Yeah, it was.
It was great. I mean, it didn't work out good for your mom, but it worked out. worked out good.
Like I don't feel like. It's like if you got, you know what it's like? It's like when the last interview Don Lemon did before he got fired from CNN, where he got into it with the Indian brother that's running for Republican president. I'm not going to try and fuck up his name. Vic Ramaswamy?
Yep, that's it.
Swami.
That's it, Ramaswamy.
Don't fuck with me.
No, it's Ramaswamy.
You're fucking dumb.
Bobby, I swear to God.
Whatever it was.
That's a fact.
CNN, up until that point, traditional left-leaning network, but they had started putting the pieces in place to be more centrist. Yep. They had a Trump town hall. Everybody fucking screamed bloody murder. Nikki Haley got a town hall. Everybody screamed fucking bloody murder. How could you let these people on the network with these ideas? And so Don was the one guy pushing back against dude.
Against Robert Swami.
Robert said that, not mine. See, that's why you're not going to be on my new centrist political satire show, because you're fucking up people's names.
I was right about the other thing, though.
Yeah.
That one joke,
Yeah.
you should have had the Trump. That was a good joke.
You're right. Don't fucking pull.
That was good. That would have been good.
No, so you can't.
Yeah.
You to have a show like what you're talking about now, there will be a period of transition that you need guests to trust you through, and you need network execs to trust you through, as viewers and everybody in all their bubbles scream bloody murder, and that's not what
Just get
comedy
through it.
is.
But this is
But that's not I don't have no control over that.
why people was mad at Trump and Haley was Caitlyn, what's her name?
Caitlin Collins from CNN
Collins. They were more mad at her
for
than
interviewing.
how she interviewed him.
Correct, because they go, oh, you served up cream puff questions. You didn't
Yes.
really press. You didn't really push back. You didn't give no pushback on them. But that goes to prove my point. If CNN pushes back and does the fucking I'm gonna fucking stick it to you interview, how many more Republican candidates are gonna come on that fucking network between now and the end of 2024? And you need them for ratings, because you have to sell fucking beer commercials.
But not
And that's
trans
all that
people.
matters.
But they
Not to the
Not the trans.
yes.
but not it wasn't so much her question was just bad.
Yeah.
Trump was outright lying. And
Yeah, and she
you know,
let it flow, and they let it flow in exchange for, all right, I'm gonna maybe on the next interview I'll get you back. And Don Lemon ain't about that fuck shit. Don Lemon ain't gonna let you pass one time, and so that's why I was like, all right,
Yeah, but Don Lemon, come on, dude.
Whoa,
Don
watch your mouth.
Don Lemon is not a fucking journalist. He's an opinion maker. He says things.
All journalism
yeah,
is
but
opinion.
and there's no more. It's all opinion bullshit. None of this shit is real news. It's all soap opera shit. It's all court TV bullshit. It's all.
I hate that.
What is it? They're
When-
telling people
When you make everything bad, you lower.
if you
conversation.
think Don Lemon is a good news person, he was a good character on a show. He was not a informative person. He was put out to task a bunch of times, whether you like him or not. He was made a fool a bunch of times on TV because he just went down this way, and that's it. And then you see him on New Year's, getting his nipple pierced, and that's who you are. Don, be that guy. Be a gay drunk guy getting your nipples pierced, having fun.
But the problem is that some of the questions that Don was asking, and I'm just talking strictly on air.
Yeah.
Don Lemon, right?
Yeah.
Nobody else on the network's fucking asking.
Okay.
So if you're to be the centrist balanced network that you claim to be, and you get rid of Don Lemon, well, then who's the other checks and balance? Who's the check and balance?
Fine, have Don Lemon, but have somebody that checks and balances him. They should have. They should not just have the same motherfuckers on this side. Imagine like back in the day. What was the show? It was Tucker and somebody. They had
Crossfire,
Crossfire.
Carville.
They had two people that would argue it out.
That's different.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Fox
different.
is doing the same thing.
Of course they are. I'm not saying they're not. This is the thing that I hate too. When you say something about CNN, someone's gonna go, "Well, they're doing the thing over there."
I didn't say it like that.
If you say something about Biden, immediately, like I was talking to my uncle, dude, what are you, a Trumpy? Trump does. I didn't say Trump is fucking good. I didn't even vote for Trump. I'm not saying you, but it's like as soon as you say something about this guy, yeah, but this guy does stuff. And if you say something about Trump, yeah, but Biden. It's like, can't you just have a conversation and deal with that?
No, you got to have a fair and balanced conversation.
You're not
You
balanced.
said Don Lemon
You're not balanced.
was
You're-
saying
You're
this,
left
and
heavy. Sorry.
I'm not left anything.
No, I mean your arm.
Your left
Oh,
side.
I'm,
Left side.
I said I'm not left.
Sorry. You're not right anything.
I said I'm not left
That's
anything.
terrible. I apologize.
And my whole right side is down.
I apologize.
I want you canceled.
I'm tired. You know what? I should be canceled. Let me tell you, the ratings on the show, we're kind of canceled.
We live in a world where, it's not often.
Yeah.
But for the comedians I follow and have followed over the life of Twitter, so let's say 15 years, right? Comedians evolve, and some have opinions about politics that I don't agree with. But as a comic, you're still, it's fraternity, you know it, it's fraternity.
Yeah.
So every blue moon on Twitter, I'll get a note from somebody, hey, Roy, I don't know if you know or not, but you're following blah, blah, blah. And I don't know if you meant to be following blah, 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 but you shouldn't be following him. That person is not interested in me having a conversation with blah, blah, blah.
No.
No matter how balanced and fair and pushback I give, it is just all seen as giving audience to things that people have deemed should not be given audience. It's all irredeemable. Yeah. Like the way you feel about Don Lemon, there's nothing that could bring you back.
No, so, I don't care. I don't mind Don Lemon.
You hate gay black men.
Yeah.
I do not
Say
hate it. I think gay black men are the best gay people.
What?
You heard me. I love them. Listen, that's not true. I think when Don Lemon is being himself, enjoying and being funny, and he's not a political guy. He's a personality. And when it's almost like when a comic gets too serious about something, it's like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But he had to on that instance.
Okay.
He had to question the obvious with this Indian dude because he was putting out facts that weren't true about black folks.
But has
so
Don
he had
Lemon,
to be black when he.
But has Don Lemon put out facts that aren't true over his time?
Of course.
Okay.
So then, to me, that's more of an indictment of the model of journalism, which is sensationalism and debate until there's a new story to debate. Mm-hmm. So the entire model is broken in a way where we just want to appeal to the people who like us already. How do we expand that market? But those people start getting picked off and nibbled on other networks and they start watching other programs, and like, especially on the liberal, like left-leaning side programs, it's a saturation. Yeah, I say an oversaturation.
I mean,
a lot of shit been canceled, so I don't know if it's an oversaturation anymore. But like the idea that you could just, after the strike, make a show that is what we both agree is a better place for political comedy to exist. Yeah, that's going to be a tough. It's a handful of people that folks would trust.
I think you could do it.
I'm willing to attempt it.
I think you can do it because I think that you have funny first.
I'm willing to attempt it, but bro, here comes another obscure analogy. It's Superman 3. We need two people to turn the key at the same time. Remember Richard Pryor was breaking into the nuclear.
Holy
So
shit.
It's me over here going out and performing, and on the other key, it's the networks and it's the fans. And the advertisers.
You just did a Superman 3 reference?
Yeah, that's the one that everybody. Well,
that was the worst one.
No,
worst
four,
one.
4 was the worst one.
What was 4?
The sun dude, the guy that could only live off the sun, and then Superman put him in an elevator and threw the elevator on the moon.
Wait a minute.
Was
forever. Christopher Reeves in that?
Yes, Christopher Reeves.
Really? Was he in the wheelchair?
Oh, come on. That's 2 handicapped jokes you made.
Can I say something though? Funniest Halloween costume I've ever saw. Out in front, it was a dude in a Superman outfit in a wheelchair. It's the fucking greatest. I was like,
you need to be canceled.
Hey, whatever, dude. I got some questions for you. You got, I know you got a hard out.
We're good, man.
You said that before. Just do what
Let's
you
just do it.
I just think that. What?
I appreciate you saying that, by the way, man.
I swear to God, I think
I got a hard out. A hard horn and a hard out. Fuck it.
Yellow card.
That's a bomb bandana. Put that on your microphone. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Yeah, your father's a journalist too.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Does he like what you're doing with comedy, or did he wanted you to be like a journalist? Or
no, my dad was hardcore. He was like investigative. He was a combat journalist in Vietnam, Rhodesia during the Civil War, South African Civil War, Civil Rights Movement, like pretty much anywhere, guns.
Put your fist in.
Just like that's what he was on.
You're scaring the autistic kids. The autistic Jewish kids, when they see that hand go up, they see Hitler, not a black guy at the Olympics.
Now, he died when I was 16. My dad didn't fuck with like jokes. I don't even think I saw my dad laugh, but like maybe twice.
the fuck?
Like, he's a fucking black man who just went from war to war. So wasn't shit funny to him in life?
There was no funny.
No, I've told the story before, bro. My dad was one of the original investors in Soul Train.
What?
Yeah.
Wow, that's good shit.
The first year he was working at WVON, and Don Cornelius was one of the reporters he hired in the news division. And he's like, yo, man, Don Cornelius comes to my pops. Like, motherfucker, give me a couple $1,000. I'm going to put it with all this other money. And we're going to do a show like Dick Clark, American Bandstand. And my pops gives him the money. Takes forever to sell Soul Train or whatever the fuck. Whatever it was, Don didn't give the money back on the timetable that he was supposed to. So my pops jammed him up in the hall one day. Like, not even on some supervisor, like superior to inferior, like fucking, like just on some black man to black man. Where the fuck is my money?
Some loan shark shit.
Literally. I gave you money, lots of money, and you, I don't know, a couple $1,000 in the 60s. That's a lot of
That's a lot of money.
fucking $20,000 or some shit.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And Don Cornelius just goes, yeah, man, I don't have it. We haven't sold it yet. I don't know what to tell you. How about this? How about you just stay on as a producer? Instead of me paying you back with a little bit of interest, just stay on and just be a producer on the show for the rest of your life. And my pops told Don Cornelius, don't nobody want to watch niggas dance for an hour.
Oh, shit, that's hilarious.
Have my cash.
Your pop and my pop were similar.
Oh, wow.
Nothing.
Wow.
I don't know my father.
Well,
Hey, I don't know.
Oh, that's nice. You brought it back. I'm back.
I don't know my father.
Parental
No,
pain.
no.
I never had it.
Take that.
God, that's a great joke, buddy.
Come on.
Nah, my pops took the buyout and
He took a buyout.
took a buyout. He got
God.
his money back and
How much?
said,
How rich would he have been?
I don't know, enough to never watch Soul Train.
He would have had a smile.
He never watched Soul Train.
Ugh.
You never watched Soul Train?
No. Like that was like Bitcoin. That was black Bitcoin. And my dad was like, imagine someone you were the first person to buy a Bitcoin
Ugh.
for a penny.
I never watched Entourage because I was this close to getting Turtle.
Shit, I can see it.
Swear to God.
Do you ever audition for something and watch to see who got it and be like, yeah, it should have been them?
Everything I've ever auditioned for. I was like, I get it. You made it. You know what? You made a real good choice. Some of the stuff I got, I was like, you should have picked the other guy.
Yeah, should've picked the other guy.
That's
Best choice,
crazy.
yeah, like, wow. That's,
Yeah. So yeah, my pops was a journalist, but he was very serious and upright. He did hard news.
Hard news.
Like,
Where'd you get your sense of humor though? If your dad's such a tough dude and so hard nosed, where did you get
yeah,
your sense
just
of humor?
TV. I grew up an only child. I'm 9th of 11, but I'm my mom's only kid. So you just live in your head. I was a latchkey kid. Like I didn't see my mom till like fucking 7:30 every night. So you just watching, you do your homework, you watch Nickelodeon. If you're lucky on the weekend, like some movie would come on, like the Saturday night movie. And like that would be a big fucking deal back in the day where they would
Right.
just, for the young people before streaming, the overlords would give you one movie a week to enjoy that you could never afford to go to the cinema to see.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Airplane from the Zucker brothers.
Yeah.
And like that was the first like, that was funny. That made me like that was the instant,
Right.
like the first hit of dope.
The guy hates me, the Zucker brother.
One of them.
We got into it. On the Joker's
Why?
cruise.
How you get in an argument on a fucking cruise?
Well, Paul Verzi, I was calling his name. I was like, Verzi, and he was talking to this old guy. I was like, Verzi, and he's ignoring me. And meanwhile, we just had a cigar the other night. We had a talk about friendship.
Yeah.
And he's ignoring me. And I'm like, guys, this cocksucker, it's got to be somebody famous. So I go, is you talking to somebody famous? Is this guy? And I walked over. He's famous, right? I didn't know who he was. And he was so offended by my loudness and my just me being me that he was like, why would he ever do that? And then I was
In
like,
front
you know
of
what?
you.
I was like, hey, go fuck yourself. This is a comedian cruise. I'm busting my friend's balls. And
Yeah,
he
this
was,
has nothing to do with you.
no, he says he was just sick of me the whole cruise. We were in the water and he came out with his family and he was like, you. I was like, Hey, dude, I was joking.
Did you, when you found out who it was, did you like apologize and go,
No.
bad, man? You wrote some of the biggest comedy classics of all time.
Like what?
You know,
What?
Airplane.
yeah.
Whatever.
Pull up the Zucker Brothers IMDb.
And then he do Naked Gun and all that.
Yep.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan.
Did he?
What do you mean, like what?
I wasn't a fan.
I'm pretty sure he did.
I didn't laugh at Naked
Hot
Gun.
Shot.
Did not make me laugh.
Are you out
Do
of your
you-
mind?
Do you not like slapstick humor?
Yeah, I do, but I'm not. It didn't. Animal House was funnier to me.
Oh yeah, Top Secret. That was a good one.
What was it? Fletch was funnier to me.
Yeah, did the Naked Gun?
Yeah,
Naked Gun trilogy?
Naked Gun 75. I get it. It was all goofy horseshit.
Yeah, Naked Gun 33 and a
Oh.
third.
Yeah, I never got into any.
Basketball.
Nope.
With the
Nope, didn't like it.
Trey Parker, Matt Stone.
Nah, I didn't like it.
Scary Movie 5. Come on.
No, I like Scary
Scary
Movie
Movie.
1 was fucking good. Scary Movie 5 was whatever.
You're fronting now, bro.
Look at me.
You just-
Look at me. Look at me.
You didn't fuck with none of
Look at
these.
Airplane.
classics.
I will give Airplane. Yes, historical, but watch it again. You think it holds up?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's because you're old as shit.
it got
You still like Gladys Knight and the Pips.
What would make me not like him?
I don't know.
Here's how you know Airplane still holds up.
Why?
They haven't even tried to do anything similar to that movie. They've tried.
They did.
the
They did
slapsticky
Soul
shit.
Plane. It sucked.
That's nah. Don't you insult the Zucker brothers with?
Dude, Soul Plane was Airplane for black people.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. What?
But
Wow.
that's
Stop
not-
trying to make shit racist. I can say
It is.
black people to black people.
You're from
Not at
no,
that
you
volume
can't.
though. Don't say black.
Sorry, you're right. It's my Boston accent makes it sound
Yeah.
racist. Fucking
Yeah.
black people,
Yeah,
kid.
that octave, that
I
up on
gotta
the
tone it down. How was
Yeah.
this? I can say black people.
nice.
Better.
All right,
Nice.
got it.
Nice.
Thanks, guys. Thanks
On
for
the
helping me
low.
out. I got questions for you, my
All
friend.
right, all right.
And I got questions. I got questions for you, Keith, too. You ready?
What do you mean? I got questions for you too. Like,
Well, I mean, one's a superstar and one's not.
all right.
One's
fair
going to be
enough.
hosting the Daily Show,
I think
and
you're
one's
a
my
superstar,
friend.
Keith.
Thanks.
I love you, Keith.
What'd you say?
I think he's a superstar, Keith. You're
Yeah.
right.
Look at me.
Take that.
Look
Yeah.
at me. Look at me.
It ain't gonna be no black on black crime, brother.
Roy, look at me. A superstar?
Don't turn me against.
All right,
me.
you're right. You're right. I won't do that. There's enough. There's enough hatred in the world. Okay, questions. You ready? Jay. This is from Jay. Sup, Roy? Your daddy did a lot of good things with his efforts on racial equality through the power of radio. What does your old man think of all the fakes out there profiting off the social justice BS over actual grassroots growth? What do you personally think of the brothers calling themselves comedians but only spout social justice BS? I think he's talking about
Oh,
Keith.
Right.
I think he's talking about Keith Robinson. Yeah. He just holds his fists up. I wish, you know what? I wish the black thing was with the other hand.
I do wish that
Yeah. Nope.
he tried. He
Nah.
tried.
Nope. Yeah, got it. I wish it was only this hand. I wish this hand was white power.
I don't worry about the comics that have righteousness instead of punchlines.
Yeah.
They have righteousness in the place of a punchline.
Yeah.
That's gonna self-correct.
It is.
The streets will turn like that's the other thing with all of this network being broke shit and penny pinching. Bye diversity programs. That's gonna all be gone.
Really?
I think so. And like all of these niche shows that speak to a lot of issues, unfortunately, they're gonna get the chop too.
Yeah.
Because we need something that for sure everybody can watch. Because we need to fucking sell beer.
Well, every shows, movies, shows are everybody now.
I think there's gonna be a reduction in that. So like anytime I see a comedian doing something that I'm like, okay, that's cool for now, but I don't know what the longevity is of that, whatever. My pops, he didn't fuck with a lot of, and my dad died, for context, my father died in 95. And so he covered every presidential election. So during that era of the first blacks to run, the Shirley Chisholms and Jesse, I was backstage with Jesse Jackson in 84
Wow.
during Democratic primaries when he came through Birmingham. And my dad was interviewing him. My dad tended to he like on some, I guess, real journalism shit, he didn't mingle with politicians. He didn't really fucking hang with them. Like, I don't even think he would have come to the correspondence dinner.
Really?
I don't think that would have been his bag because it would have been too close to drinking and being chummy.
Sure.
Like, I don't think that
should be.
would have been his shit.
Right.
My dad would have he for sure would have called out all of that shit.
But how
There's
proud
like
he would have been
term.
so proud of you.
They're proud of me, but then
Yeah.
he also would have been like, now you make sure you hold them niggas accountable too. Like he would have also said that.
Right.
Nah, I don't know, man. Like, I think what sucks about social justice is that everything gets lumped in with the folks who did it wrong or the grifters or the people that was pinching and, you know, as they said, was it casino, skimming the skim?
Yeah.
So all these motherfuckers are stealing the money and running off with it. And the entire movement is deemed worthless because of that fucking grifter.
Yeah.
But it'd be like writing off religion because of fucking rape or theft or every other thing that's wrong within that institution.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that stuff. Like that part of it I don't like. And I think the people who choose to only see the bad out of the activism, I think they're deliberately ignoring the people that really were like the no names on the ground. Because those are the ones that are doing all the shit. It's the people you don't know. And I'm speaking on this from a perspective of a guy who goes back to Birmingham every year and does something with a 501c, you know, sometimes twice a year.
You tell him what that is, please.
What?
What is it?
I have a gun.
Wow.
I hope not.
Wow. I hope you use it tonight.
Nonprofit. You know it means nonprofit.
I know what it means. He didn't.
I did.
You thought it was a pistol, you piece of shit.
No, I said that for the funny.
Yeah,
I
you
got a
did.
5013 caliber.
Yeah.
You think the 3C mean caliber?
All right, this is from Lou. What brand of jeans were the ones you got over? Jordache?
Tommy.
Tommy.
Oh, fuck. That's somebody who really fucks with me.
Yep.
So when I was 19, I got arrested for stealing jeans. And that's part of like how I got into stand-up because I thought I was going to federal prison.
For jean theft?
Federal.
Well, because I had credit cards and it was still a credit card.
All right,
No,
so add
yeah.
that in too,
Yeah.
you fucking piece of
well,
shit.
I mean,
I was just
no,
man,
but you have to
that's-
say what you stole. Because if you just say credit card fraud, people automatically assume you're like funding Saudi weapons
Yeah.
or some shit. They're like, oh, you ran a whole fucking operation and not like I had 40 computers and fucking,
Yeah, you,
I'm getting into the mainframe and we're going to steal all the fucking. No, it was fucking me and 3 other guys and we bought jeans and then we would take them back and exchange them for store credit.
right.
So we would always make it look like we were trying to get a gift or whatever. So no, it wasn't Jordache. To this day, I don't wear Tommy jeans because I just feel like it's bad luck.
It's bad luck.
Yeah.
Tommy Hilfiger.
Yeah. But it was
Well, that-
98. That was the shit.
That went out anyway because of the rumor about some.
No, this was after the Oprah rumor. Supposedly on
What?
Oprah. It's been debunked or I don't know if it's been debunked. I don't want to spread misinformation and get your shit flagged. But supposedly Tommy Hilfiger said he never made those jeans. He never made his jeans for black people. Which on one hand you could take as when I made these jeans, I never imagined that it would become such a popular urban streetwear
Right.
brand. And on the other hand, it's what the fuck are these niggas doing wearing my jeans? And so the black community was like, that's what it sounds like.
Right.
Yeah.
But then I'm still, you know what's fucked up, man? How many people you think still in jail for shit that ain't in style no more?
What?
Like, because I think about that. Like, you just get sent to prison for stealing Tommy Hilfiger, like Jordache. Like they asked about Jordache because they know in '89, Jordache and Dockers,
I had Jordache.
fucking Bugle Boy.
Bugle
Like,
Boy.
yeah.
I remember Bugle Boy.
You fucking wear that shit like that was the fucking Carhartt.
Bugle Boy jeans with the shit.
I never wore Bugle Boy.
Why?
Oh, hell.
You couldn't afford it.
Couldn't get.
Nah.
You lived. You know.
I'm
funny?
deep in the hood. No nigga in the hood have Bugle. What jeans are you wearing?
Yeah, that's true.
Bugle Boy.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. You just showed your ass, Bugle.
Yeah.
But didn't they have that commercial? That silly. The guy was on the highway. What jeans are those? And he was Bugle Boy.
Yeah,
right.
get out of here.
Yeah.
All they were doing was biting Grey Poupon. Do you have any Grey Poupon?
This is from Big Ben Cox 69. I don't know. This is gonna be a good one.
Ben Cox or
Big Ben
Ben?
Cox 69. What was it like doing the White House Correspondent Dinner? Where any comics you bought, any comics you bounced jokes off of? Did you have anybody help you write?
Yeah, I had writers. I had
Anybody we know?
David Angelo's a regular at the Cellar.
Yeah.
That are comedians, that are stand-ups that you know. Felonious Monk out of Chicago.
Oh yeah, Felonious.
Yeah. Oh, you know Felonious. Yeah.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
wrote for Larry Wilmore's show on Comedy Central back in the day. Christiana Mbakwe Medina she was my head writer.
I had Felonious on the show years ago.
He's fucking great, bro.
Yeah, he's great.
He's fucking great. But the cool thing was like bouncing tags off of people, like fucking Neil Brennan and fucking Trayvon Free. Like you have writers, but then you have buddies. And you just go, hey man, stress test this thesis. Does this fucking make
I have
sense?
buddies. My friends, like if they were going to do a roast, they would just try to wing it instead of writing jokes and go up with a napkin.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely
my friend
not.
actually went up and tried to wing it and just improv a roast.
Well, I did 2 previous roasts that winged it, and they're pretty good.
Not on that one.
Oh, well.
It's the
See-
worst bomb I've ever seen in my life.
To
I
me,
brought my school habits.
You did.
to me, my approach was do stand up from a podium and have periods where you deviate from that performance style into roast
Yeah.
of a person or a thing,
Yeah.
and then get back into doing material from the, you know who fucking caught it and called it immediately when I did his show was Andrew Schultz. He said, you were doing tags up there. And that wasn't a roast. You're doing that joke. That was a tag. That's a club joke. I was like, yes, you are
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
I can set the entertainer. Do it this way.
God damn it. I got one ready. This is a long one. Big V. Sorry, this is a long question. Did his friend Brutal Humor help his recovery? Did you offer this to you, Keith? Did your friend's Brutal Humor help your recovery from the stroke? I had a heart attack years ago. I was 35. I weighed 227. I am 6'1". Not exactly a candidate for a heart attack. 3 days out of the hospital, my friend had a salad delivered to my house with a note from Kevin with an order of wings with a note not for Kevin. This kind of fuckery got me through it. Just wondering, did your friends, anything like that, make you laugh during your recovery?
Oh, all the time. When I first came back to the cellar,
Yeah.
and I tell us all the time, I dropped my cane, and I went to pick it up, and Amy Schumer kicked it across the floor. And I was like, oh shit, I'm back. It felt that good. Chris Rock calls me Strokey Robinson.
Strokey Robinson.
And
Strokey Robinson.
you don't like nobody treating you
Right.
like you.
Different.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to be treated different. Danny, can you wipe the corner of his mouth for him right now? It's drilling. Yeah, you don't want to be treated any different.
What
You
was
want to be treated the same, just the corner of his mouth. I think he
And
pooped.
Danny, if you come over here,
Danny gets him. I think he pooped his pants.
I shoot you with my 501c.
Scrub. I gotta know. I'm kidding, Danny. You fucking autistic asshole. Oh, they just don't. He's like the Dutch. He doesn't get sarcasm. Is this possible? All right, Scruffy Bones. Keith, when will you be putting a new special out instead of pandering to your health, stupid? Get back on your horse.
yeah.
Yep, that's a good one.
Where do you think I'm at, you asshole?
Well, it's true, dude. Get it done.
I'm
Put it out.
doing it.
You know what you should do?
What?
Have Roy direct it and pay for it.
Roy's got the money now.
He's got the money
I
now.
heard.
What the fuck kind of money y'all think I got?
No.
Roy, it's gonna
I'm
cost
Daily
12
Show correspondent. I'm not host.
It's 12,000.
I Googled your net worth.
Yeah, what? Can we Google his
Shit
net
is
worth
a
real
lie.
quick,
It
please?
says 3 million. It's a lie.
I want to see.
I'm telling you, it's 3 million.
I want you to Google his and then
some-
Keith Robinson's and then mine.
Some girl told me that. I know how much you were. I'm like, worth and have in my hand are two different things.
What do you think
motherfucker.
Keith's worth?
Yeah, there you go.
What is it?
Roy Virginia net worth
3 million.
3 million.
If I'm not at least 4 million,
You ain't a million. I bet you're fucking 100. I'm not talking 1,000.
I want to know how they calculate
I
that.
stopped working for. I wasn't working for 2 years.
Shut up. What
I
is
wasn't.
What is it? What's Keith Robinson's? What is it? Average. What does it say?
It says 1 to 3 mil.
Ah, no.
Yeah.
What, no, dude. Keith Robinson, the comedian.
It said comedian.
Nah, dude, not
Yeah, it
that.
does. 59 years
No.
old.
I want
That's
the
me.
site.
That's
That's
me.
him.
Listen, nah, he's
That's
helped.
Keith.
That
I made a lot of money.
dude. I want. What does it say?
I made more
Total
money than
worth or
Bob.
No, that's you.
I made
What
more
I
money
want
than
on the
Bob.
Celebrity Network.
I made more.
You don't know
money
that.
than
You didn't bring mine up.
Bob.
I bet I'm a 3-2. What
No,
is
you're
Keith?
not.
Bring it up
You're
on
not
this
a three.
site right here.
3
Type-
million is way too much.
Type in Keith Robinson up in the corner, or I'm going to
What?
break your finger.
This shit is like Wikipedia. The actual person with the facts doesn't get
Where
to
is he?
contest any of this shit. It's bullshit.
He's not on it, is he? Type. So it's not. All right.
And you've seen it.
That's
1
not
to 3
You're
million.
not.
59 years old.
Buddy,
That's me.
You live
It
in
did say comedian.
Woodbridge.
No matches found. Keith Robinson.
There you go. That's you. That's you. And you know, now type in Robert Kelly. I bet I'm a cool 3 mil with Roy. Type it in. I got property,
There
son.
you go, Robert Kelly.
What is it?
300,000.
You broke motherfucker.
The fuck is that? That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Fuck all of you. All right, fuck you.
Bob is broke.
Bob is broke. Bob is broke. That's bullshit. Change that. All right, Jay. Sups, Keith. Tell us a story about how nasty Barbie was in the day. What?
Bob was always filthy.
What does it mean, filthy?
You know. A lot of waitresses tell you.
Hey, man.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you heard about Me Too. Can you
What?
settle the fuck down?
Mm-mm.
I'm worth $300,000. I'm not parting with $5,000 of that.
Why do you think they ain't come for you yet?
You know, me and Keith, when the Me Too
waiting.
thing started, me and Keith, we called each other up. Oh shit! We're like fuck, and then a couple weeks in, we're like, we're safe. We're lucky we never made it. Me and Keith would have been taken out big
you
time.
Fucking creeps. I've never. Have y'all ever tried to holler at a waitress in the club? Like, not
Holler.
even on some like.
Holler. What do you mean? You mean holler by take her boob out in the hallway before you go on stage? Lick it, nipple.
What kind of world were y'all in? I just wanted a consensual trip to Chili's. Hey, pardon me, ma'am. Will you come with me to Chili's after the comedy show? You motherfuckers is grabbing.
Now,
I mean,
let me ask you this.
No, I'm
and there's
kidding about
something
that.
out
That
there.
was allegedly, by the way.
Yes.
That was
And
for a
there's
joke.
something out there that you look back on. I hope that, I don't want that coming out.
There was a girl when I was
You don't have to answer this.
20,
We're
Yeah,
not.
it's-
Listen, Roy.
it's-
Before you answer it, hang on. We're never gonna make it.
net worth 3
This is
million.
it. This is it.
No, let me. I've already
That
started.
worth
Okay.
$3 million. Not in no metric.
That's all
form.
these podcasts are. These podcasts are just people coming on here richer, rolling the dice.
I know.
Hey, man, you want to bet your career for an hour and a half?
Listen, dude,
Sure.
I'm protecting you.
I
right
like
now.
you.
I'm protecting you. What is
No, I had sex with a girl with a condom when I was 20,
Mhm.
and she called me like a month and a half. It was like a one night stand thing or whatever. I was still in college.
Mhm.
She calls me like 2 months later. She goes, "Were you wearing a condom?" And I go, "Yeah." And she goes, "Good, because I don't want to be stuck with you. That means it's my boyfriend's." And then she just fucking hung up in my face.
Wow.
And my
Wow.
And my fear in life is like, you know how you go through those scenarios in your head of just what could be the most wild fucking thing. And I have 2 friends, not one, I have 2 friends where 14-year-olds just showed up in their fucking life.
Oof.
Introduced for the first time to their son when he's 14.
Right.
Now, granted, that was on the mama never told him.
Yeah.
I didn't want you to be, like
Yeah.
that type of
happens.
selfish shit. My biggest fear is just some fucking grown ass fucking kid just going, "Hey man, my mama lived in Pensacola. Do you remember being in Pensacola, Florida in 2001?" And I just go, "Fuck, you got me. What's your name, young blood?"
Roy Wood the third.
That would be straight asshole.
Keith,
Yeah, so
Keith
that's
has a Pop Warner football team waiting for him somewhere. there's a whole bushel of
But
kids.
every time they read my
Bushel.
net worth, they go, "Fuck, not yet. Not yet."
Yeah, that's the one thing saving us. Our net worth is saving us from our
waiting on
4-year-old
that
kids.
stock to hit.
Yeah, they're like, he's only 300,000. That's not even a ranch. That's not even a 3-bedroom split level.
No results found.
That should be the name of your special. No results found. All right, listen, man. Roy, I'm so glad you came on. We worked together
Fucking
on
what a
that
blast, bro.
animation thing. That was so
With Dennis
fun.
Leary, yeah,
I
man.
thought that was gonna go. If that went, that would have been nice.
Yeah,
Hot animation. Just
Yeah.
go to a sound booth.
raunchy dogs,
God,
fucking who love football.
I wish that went.
Oh, you play dogs?
You know the dogs
Yeah.
playing poker thing?
Yeah.
Well, Leary put a thing together for the Super Bowl one year where we were those dogs.
And talking about the game.
I
Talking
was
about
playing a dog in,
What?
in animation, a hip hop dog, and something with Kevin Hart.
The hip hop dog.
Yeah, I was a hip hop dog, and you know, I rapped him old school.
Yeah, I was about to say you ain't got bars like that.
Wait a minute.
yeah, man.
Whoa.
We know it was old school, right?
Yeah, we know it was.
Wait a minute. You trying to challenge me or something?
No.
Well, we know
I'm
it
just
was.
saying, I know you wasn't coming out Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh, you calling? Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
God
Hip
damn it.
hop, hippie to the hip hop. You
The
don't
complexity of your rhyme flow was very 1983, I'm assuming.
100%. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh. You're wrong.
Freaks come out at night.
Freaks
Hut,
come
hut,
out at
hut,
night.
hut.
Freaks come out at night. Yeah. Well, yeah, we did an animation together that was on Fox Super Bowl. Great money, cool time, and they were trying to pitch it as a show. Tell you what, that's the thing you want. I really would love a nice animation. Just a hit animation, 15,
Animation's
20
hard.
years. It's hard?
It's hard to sell and break through. Like once you get it, yeah,
Oof.
eat
That's
forever.
that money, man.
You eat
You just
forever.
go in your sweatpants, you sit in a booth, you get your little snacks, your water.
You can do it at home. That's what.
Now you can.
Yeah.
You know who really eats forever?
Who?
Is fucking kid show animation.
Oof.
Like, because that shit is like 30 episodes a year or some shit, bro. It's way more than broadcast, like network.
Yeah.
Like, you write a good hit kid show,
Yeah.
eat forever.
It's like making a good hit Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Every year you're getting
Yeah.
paid.
yeah.
I made a
Let
Christmas
me go
movie
write mine real quick.
a couple years ago and it did not hit. It did not hit. I thought it was gonna hit. I played Santa Claus. I was
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah. Well, it was.
We like a raunchy Santa?
No, it was just me, but I had a Boston accent. I was
With
like,
a
"Remember
bald
we-"
head?
Yeah, Santa's bald.
No, he's not.
It
Santa,
depends on the Santa.
are you out of your mind? Santa's bald.
He's not bald.
Santa has hair on the side.
It depends
Santa
on the
does-
Santa. I've seen him with that flowing pimp perm shit.
Please bring up Santa Claus, and
Some Santas-
without hat.
Some Santas have the white fro.
Santa, what?
Some have the, oh yeah.
Santa's bald, guys.
Yeah,
Sorry.
he's pretty bald.
Yeah, white Santa's bald.
Okay.
Apologize.
Yeah, he might have a little bit on the back of the
Yeah,
head, but that
that's-
dome, top of the dome,
That's
is,
what I have. If I grew my hair, I have that. I have Santa
Yeah.
Claus hair.
damn, I thought Santa had fucking.
Wait a minute.
What? Wait a minute. What?
That does look like Bobby.
Yeah. Bring up Robert. Type in Robert Kelly Santa Claus. Type it in. It will come up. I was a fucking great Santa Claus too.
Wait, so this was shot and done? It came out?
Yeah.
You are a lot of
Robert Kelly. It's
not that
it's
one.
pictures of R. Kelly in a Christmas hat.
Yeah. Type in the truth about Santa. Robert Kelly.
Robert Kelly's.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
Jeez.
There I am right there. That's me. That's me. No. The second one next to R. Kelly. That's me. The photo. It says Robert Kelly. It says my name on it, you fucker.
Oh, fuck.
Second
that is
down.
it.
That's me. Go down right there. That's me. Make it big. That's me.
Now pull up Frosty the Snowman, and you'll really see Bob.
No, you're an asshole. Yeah. Click on the image of me.
Where's that movie now? Can we watch that somewhere?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. I watched it with my wife and kid. Halfway through the movie, my kid goes, "Hey, can we watch something else?"
300,000.
Yeah, I mean, look, he was in it too. Max was in it. Go back to the cast. You can see my kid was. I did it. The
You're
guy-
not scared about none of that shit about your kid being and stuff, and then
Max
you're like
Kelly. No,
fucking him up, and like he
No.
wants the thirst for attention and all.
no,
that shit.
because no, look, he's going to do it anyways. If he wants to do it, you know. And everybody that I really truly care about, and everybody I truly think are awesome and geniuses and good people and the greatest parents are comedians and people in this business. So if he wants to do something like that, fuck yeah, go ahead.
yeah, look at
You know what I mean?
look at that
There he is.
handsome boy.
He's a good looking boy.
Yeah, terrible left fielder. He's a good actor.
He's not. He's not a good left fielder at all. He really sucks. All right, Keith. When do you think you're gonna get your special done?
I'm gonna tape it probably September or October.
Perfect. And what's it gonna be called?
I want to do different strokes.
That's a good one. You should call it
That's funny.
How about this? 2 different strokes.
Well, that's what different strokes mean.
Sorry, yeah, I took it too far.
That's funny.
Apologize.
That's
Different
funny.
strokes is
What's
great.
the album? What's the cover? Is it
What?
like the old Ghetto Boys, We Can't Be Stopped, where they're pushing Bushwick Bill on the hospital gurney?
And that's what it should be like, something like that. Yeah.
Different
It's
strokes.
got to deal with being in a hospital.
It's just you in a hospital gown.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I hate saying it. I hate it. It's so funny. His new album, it makes me fucking sick to my stomach.
It's pretty good.
It's not pretty good, dude. You murder everybody, and people walk out of the room. He's fucking murdering, and we're all bummed out about it. We're all,
2 strokes.
I know. Yeah.
This one had to be good.
Yeah, imagine
Still writing.
dude.
Yeah.
Really fun, unbelievable. I mean, murders. What do you got going on, man?
Dude, I'm on tour. Happy to be here is the tour. I'm everywhere from Seattle to Miami. RoyWoodJr.com if you want to pull up some dates. Cincinnati, Syracuse, DC, Lexington, Kentucky. That's in Brea, California. That's the next 2 months.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So I'm just happy to be back out on the road.
2 of the funniest guys going right now. RobertKellyLive.com. I'm doing my tiny house tour up in New Hampshire. I'm going to be in Nashua. I'm going to be in Portsmouth. I'm going to be in Laconia Theater. RobertKellyLive.com. Go there. I got a bunch of theater dates up there for this summer while I'm up at the tiny house. Of course, the Bonfire. Check me out there on Sirius Satellite Radio Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday with Big J. Okerson. And make sure you subscribe to this. Patreon people, you're the best. If you're not a Patreon member, you get the podcast early. You get extra episodes, and you get it live and unedited. YouTube, subscribe, like, and comment. Danny, what do you got?
I'm at Comedy at Verve in Somerville, New Jersey, the 3rd Thursday of every month. This month, Jimmy Schubert. Next month, Bonnie McFarlane.
Maxie, what do you got?
You can just follow me on social media, Max Marcus Comedy.
And of course, you got Joe Russell at Jokes Russell on the Cheese Show, and at Mike V. Suarez, the other producer of the show. We got the 3 autistic tizzies, and we got the serial killer Mush. I want to thank all you guys for listening, supporting my show for all these years. I want to thank these 2 guys for coming on. We'll see you guys next week on You Know What, the podcast.
You've been listening to the YKWD podcast. Thanks for listening. Now go back to your shitty jobs.